fall over that stone? Oh, alright. Do you reckon someone's got an itch in there? Do you mind? Stop making that blooming racket, you. What are you looking for?
The applicators.
Oh, ring applicators.
These are shit ones.
There's 3 pairs in there, I think. So.
You are a monster.
Yeah. Big little girl. Her mother's getting upset now.
Yeah, I know.
Where's it gone?
2 seconds and you can have your baby back. Alright. Peekaboo!
Morning world, welcome to Saturday 9th of April. Been fairly full on this morning. Nothing going on in the lambing shed, that's all quiet out there. Emma's just been in to see us, had a quick chat with her. Abby's here at the minute, as you know, because she's doing her sheep. I'm just waiting around because we've got the last customer for our beef packs, this beef pack to come. He's coming somewhere between, well, I think it's about midday actually he's coming. So I've got to find something to do for a couple of hours. And I know what I'm going to do. Obviously some sort of road lice event going on today because there is hordes of them, flocks of them, bloody cyclists holding up the traffic. We've had queues of traffic going past here because of the groups of cyclists. I mean, not tens or dozens, but from what I can see, hundreds of them. Been going past here for the last half an hour. Yeah, it's another 6. I don't know what it is about them. It's obviously a failing on my behalf that I'm so intolerant of them, but they wind me up. It's a lovely day for doing this. It's not warm out there, I will say that. It is still quite fresh. You get it in that wind and you can definitely feel it, but it is just nice. And for doing what I'm doing, the ground is almost perfect. The grass is starting to make a show of some life in it, and I'm having a lovely peaceful time just going up. And I know I usually complain about going up and down, but today it's just peaceful. So, apart from phone calls, like the funky farmer who just called me. But yeah, I'm going to do him a little favour next week, but you'll have to wait and find out what that is from him. It's a rabbit. It's a rabbit. No, it's down there. No, Biscuit. Hey, psst, he's down here. Right in front of you. Rabbit just ran right in front of her. Out the door. Psst. Yeah. Psst, psst, yeah. Go on. He was just there. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Was it Rabbit? Where'd he go? Rabbit. Where's he gone? She's so intent on looking where she thinks there's going to be one, completely oblivious to where there's actually one. So, big buck rabbit. I'm saying it was a buck because he was big. Literally 30 feet in front of her. Where's he gone then? Anyway, I didn't come down the yard to look at rabbits and entertain the dog. He's gone. You missed your boat there. Abby's not long gone, but I've got to go back and just finish off the chain harrowing up Pigeon Mead. Then that bit's done. Just wanted to check on the sheep quickly, and these guys are going to need a bail soon. So yeah, when we get back, we'll do that. So today is just a little bit of a gentle fiddle faffing around, really. Just little jobs to finish up and get done. Everyone in there seems to be quite happy. Yeah. Everybody's getting a belly full of grub or having a kip. And no one in here seems that intent on getting on with anything else. So, come on you. Back on the harrows. It was probably, no, it was two and a half hours ago I came down from up there. I was hoping to get that field finished before our beef customer turned up, but Dave the builder turned up literally 20 minutes before I was ready to be done. He came in, had a cup of coffee and a chat, so by the time I'd kind of finished talking to Dave, the beef pack man turned up. He was a bit late, and then it was dinner time. And now it's 2:30. And so far today, I have achieved harrowing about 6 acres. That's pretty much the sum total of what I have achieved in many hours of today. We have days like that. The intention's good. We intend to get stuff done. Events overtake us and then remind us that we're not always in charge of what we're going to do today. That's about where I started. I finished off. Just got to pick up a stone in a minute. Pretty much all of the big stones out here I picked up when I did the slitting, but I was still finding a few. Now I've had some rain and a bit of muck's been washed off them. They're a bit easier to see. Okay, so we've only got about, right, gear my help. We've only got about 2 acres left to do. Not an awful lot, won't take very long, but I do want to get this finished. Cross this off the list, back down the yard, give the young stock a bail, and then maybe, depending on how I feel, maybe we'll do an hour on the Doosan. I've got some work to do with the digger. Come on. Yeah, I'm having a sweetie, alright. My sweeties, I'm going to eat them. This thing is so much sharper than my penknife. It's softer, so it's easy to put an edge on it. Okay, that's another bit of yard got back. Alright, only 2 meters or 2 and a bit meters, but it's another bit of yard got back. This is all going to settle and sink in here. I know that because the area right next to the wall I made up with all the clay that I dug out from the piping and the trenching. So that was deliberate because I wanted something soft against the concrete panels. Also means if ever I've got to dig it out for any reason, there's only clay at the back of the panels. So about 10 inches below this, or these road planings, is just clay. When you come out to about here, all up through that line there, I've actually used a load of the hardcore concrete blocks, old bricks, stuff like that. So out here is going to be much firmer. I don't intend to park anything really heavy right next to the wall, particularly as the only thing holding the panels up this way really are these bolts. I know they're probably not going to move, but we're not going to encourage anything very heavy to go against the walls. I mean, possibly the heaviest thing I'm going to put against here will be silage. I might put some bales of silage at the back of this, just maybe 2 wide or 1 wide, when we're looking for places to store silage. But who knows? You never know, one day we might store silage in there. I don't know. The whole idea of building this barn, a lot of you have said, oh, well, you build a barn in the middle of the yard, it doesn't make sense, it's like kind of in the way. For the time being, this building, which is a 30 foot by 30 foot building with an 18 foot to eaves, is going to be just general storage. We're going to put Yorkshire boarding around it, clad it, make it look nice, but it won't be dreadfully weatherproof because most of our weather comes from that direction. So unless we put a middle leg down from, well, which we can do, we could put, because Abby's already got designs on this shed. I will just add that my daughter said, oh, that'll make a lovely lambing shed, Dad. She's already got 1 foot in the door. But at the moment this is going to be all stay open, and the idea is, or the proviso is, that this could well end up being our muck heap inside here. I reckon there's going to be rules and regulations. They might get relaxed a little bit at the moment, bearing on what's going on in the world, but I reckon within the next couple of years we'll have a choice. We've either got to put a concrete floor down and catch all the effluent off of our muck, or I've got to put our muck under cover so there's no rainwater or yard water or any groundwater getting involved, in which case it can go in here and I could probably store most of everything that they produce now would fit in here, I hope. So yeah, one day in the future this could end up being our muck store. So, but if that happens, the drain I've got over there will have to be stopped off. No big deal, that's not a problem. I just take the grill off the top and put a manhole cover over it, so just a watertight manhole cover. But until that time, the drain can stay there. We're going to put gutters on this. Obviously once the Yorkshire board's on, the pipes are already in for all the rainwater off of this to be taken away, and we may well put another gully trap somewhere around about here. Any water coming this way I can catch maybe on this corner and drain down into that pipe as well. Basically I want to stop any moisture, anything I can getting in there, which is why, again, it is there. I ran out of plastic, but it is there. I put plastic against the wall which will hopefully keep the floor in there maybe a bit drier. Maybe. The floor, I haven't made up my mind what to do that. For the time being, I think it might just stay as clay, because if I want to put muck in there later on, it's easier to pick the muck up off the clay and not picking any contaminants up than it is off of a stone floor, unless I could afford to concrete it, which, well, we'll see. I might get some timbers just to fit down inside these here, just to give the wall a bit more support on the ends. It supported that end, it supported this end. I think that's probably going to be not an unsensible idea. I did mention that I could get Tim to weld some steel plates on there, and he said he ain't going to move. But if I get some timber the right size and jam in there, it ain't going to move then. Okay, there you go. Progress. Another job for a Saturday. 4:45. Cup of tea.